woman wants to show herself as beautiful, that's a part of her nature. And that's not ego. It's a natural urge. But to relate to others the way a man does, in a way that she connects to others and prays for others, she can, whether it's with or without makeup. That's all. There's no discounts for women.
Okay, so it's praying for others, not really thoughts. It's specific prayer.
No.
Well, prayer? What prayer? What do you mean?
It is what we ask from the Creator rather than thoughts. Then you didn't mean thoughts.
Yes. Yeah, why not? In terms of women, a woman is more prepared than a man and worthy and able of praying for others.
Thank you.
בבקשה.
Hi, Rav. I'm Justin from Salt Lake City. These are some of my 10 from NA15. A little nervous. But I want to start with telling you thank you. And I want to give a thank you to the World Kli. Somehow, when I came here Thursday, I got mixed in with the happenings of what was going on. And yesterday I started to feel a gift of a common feeling around the world that was going on. And somehow yesterday it's gone. And today I woke up intent on trying to hold on to this, to get it back, to find it. And through these workshops, I was trying to lose myself in the 10, and I couldn't reach it. So my question is, how do I lose myself in the 10?
This is where our root needs to take place. Mutual guarantee among all of you. You are not familiar with the force of connection in a group. If you begin to mutually influence each other that way, it already is spiritual. It is already using the force of the Creator. And therefore, you simply have to begin to perform it, not asking or thinking or philosophizing and theorizing when and where and how. Just begin to do it. And you'll see how it has an influence, because in doing, you immediately awaken the upper force. And then it will work. And if you begin thinking, asking, but how does it work? According to what laws? Or no laws that we understand. We don't know these laws. These are spiritual laws. So you'll begin to feel something working, but you won't know exactly how. So then you'll begin to get to know it and learn it and study it on your own. Just do it. It is said that that which God has created we should do. That's it. You have a group, the Creator organized a group for you, that's it. Now, you just need to do it inside the group as it is written, without questions or anything, just doing. You'll do it wrong, you'll receive in the spot, on the spot, corrections. You'll see, yes, no, but don't move away from the connection. And then you'll see how much it works.
Thank you.
Hi, Rav. Shmi Michal. I'll speak in English. My name is Michal. I'm from Israel, but I live in Los Angeles, Little Israel. And my question is kind of complicated. How does the Kli of the women, help take also the men in the world to their next level? What I was told many times is that the women hold the power, and we are actually more in tikkun, and that we're here to support. So how do we support?
I don't know what psychologists talk to you, but we are talking about man and woman existing in each body, a force of reception and a force of bestowal. And it has nothing to do with men and women in our world, who's more egoist or less. Everyone's egoistic. And so it's the same Torah, the same teaching to everyone. So just take this teaching, the wisdom of Kabbalah, and begin to perform it, to do it, without all kinds of looking for discounts for women again. And then you'll succeed if you do so. Good luck.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Can you get closer to the microphone?
As I can. I have a short question. I was wondering if there is a line between the boundary between the thoughts that you have about yourself are egoistic and the thoughts that you have about yourself that are altruistic. If there's such a line, do we create that line? It just seems to me like many times that I think I'm having altruistic thoughts about myself. After a while, I see that they were actually egoistic. It seems like we're pretty...
There is no person in this world who has altruistic thoughts. There is none. We are all egoists, and to a very little extent, beastly extent. However, if we wish to be more than that, then we have to begin to acquire the higher force, the spiritual force. And that higher force, as it begins to work in us, it will give us both the negative, egoistic, true egoistic force and the altruistic, true altruistic force. Then we will exist in both, but spiritual. Spiritual negative force and spiritual positive force. Right now, all we start with is a beastly force, and that's it. As it is written, they all seem like beasts. And therefore we don't belong yet to the human degree. We belong to the beastly degree, only in the meantime.
Thank you.
Please.
Hi, Rav. My name is Andrea. I'm from Bogota, living in Toronto. This is my first convention and this is my first aid. And the aid so far looks like a safety place where I can practice love, coveralls, and art with the lessons that we have today. But my question is, how can we practice the love coverall transgressions and the arvut in the corporeal world?
In the ordinary world, in the corporeal world, this is not something you can do here. Because our arvut is a force that you receive from the Creator. It is a force connecting us together. These pieces of the collective soul of Adam Rishon a single soul. It cannot happen in this world, in our world. Meaning it happens between us, but we have to organize ourselves correctly for it. Please. Yes?
Hello, Rav. I'm Richard from North Carolina. I have two questions for us. How many covenants do we have to sign before one of them is honored?
You can sign 1,000 contracts every day. Just give me papers, I'll sign them. I'm signing books right here, over there. So what do you mean by signing?
Well, that comes to the second question. What does all...
No. Sign first. Sign in a way that it obligates you. Well, such righteous people, we've already seen them signing in their hearts. What kind of arvut you are giving that you're signing on? $1 million at least, something like that. That if you don't give it, we will receive that if you don't provide. Why are you silent?
I don't understand.
He wants collateral.
You don't understand what it is to really add your signature? A signature means that you are now obligated. That's it. Okay? So, how many signs like that did you give?
Hundreds. In this own group. I do everything. I know it's just me and the Creator. What is it going to take? I know I'm putting one sesame seed on the scale every time I make an action. My intention is for everything but myself. And I don't want it for me. I don't mind being left behind.
And so you're truly always thinking about them.
Absolutely.
And don't you feel that you are being held by the upper force in doing that?
My ego is constantly saying, what the hell are you doing? Excuse my language. And my heart is going, make the words come out of my mouth so the Creator will appreciate them.
I can't help you. There needs to be treatment here by a few of our friends, perhaps these guys, who will look into this. What you're describing is not realistic. That you are certain you're doing everything right on the one hand, and on the other hand you don't see results. That's not possible. So we have to see where the mistake lies.
Personally, I see results. I get discernments, but I was trying to ask for the rest of the world, for the new students, the people who seem to be more frustrated than I am.
How could it be that you're frustrated if you're praying for them, and as a result, you're supposed to have contact with the Creator? You're supposed to be then feeling that the world is filled with goodness and all corrected and not broken. Because the truth is that the world is only broken within our eyes, within our own broken senses. If you're already praying for others, to that extent you're supposed to be feeling a corrected world, filled with light. That's why I'm saying there's some sort of a problem here. So let's hope that a few of our friends will come and look into it and discover what it is. It's worthwhile doing it. Good luck.
Friends.
That's it?
No, we're not done. Not yet.
What?
Not yet. This is a Congress that we've never had like before. So many things that are different, and we said this was going to be a World Congress. Why not bring a question from the world, right? We have friends all over the world in mirror congresses, so we want one question from the other side of the world, from our brothers that are in Moscow. So can we have a question from there?
Добрый день, дорогие любимые товарищи. Во-первых, hello, dear beloved friends. First of all, we want to say a huge thank you to the team of our friends in North America who are conducting the workshops in a wondrous way. Every workshop just gets impressed into the heart. I don't know how they were able to do it, to prepare for it, but it's truly incredible. And every friend here feels it. The question that we have for Rav is as follows. What are the practical items that a covenant should comprise of that we make in the 10 so that the Creator signs this covenant? Thank you.
Only the commitment of each one of the 10 to think about the other 9. That's it. Next.
Hello, Rob. David from Salt Lake City. My question is, what is the importance of mutual responsibility in the Arvut when implementing the Arvut in the 10, and how can we express this importance?
It's in always caring for them. But I'm doing it in many ways. I show it to everyone, how much I'm investing in the 10, that they're all important to me, that I want all of them to be inspired by how I'm doing it and take an example from me, how much I lower myself towards them and really always thinking about them, always praying to the Creator for them, always filling up my time with all sorts of issues, thoughts, prayers for the friends, so that there's no second left to think about myself. That's what I'm trying to do.
Thank you.
Okay?
Good afternoon, Rav. Good afternoon, friends. Rav, I have a question about my sons have defeated me. So I want to know if this is a gift from the Creator that allows us to be a part of the equation of His will. In other words, do we think we're actually getting Him to do something that we demand, but really it ultimately is His will. Is this correct?
This is something I don't have an answer for, but we will know later. Right now, we don't have the possibility to know it. What I'm telling you, is it me saying this or the Creator? Who am I talking to? You are the Creator also. It becomes, we're not seeing the whole of reality to its full depth. And that's why what we will get out of this is only philosophy. So it's not worthwhile to engage in that. We need to discover things in practice and then talk about what's in our hands.
What damage do we do then if we ask for ourselves? What does that mean, damage? Are we damaging our soul?
When I ask for myself, by that I increase my ego, and even further I direct it to the Creator. That's a great harm. Especially in our groups. If you're without a group and you're a part of humanity, that's one thing. But within our groups, that causes a disaster. Of course, it's also measured according to how developed we are. But there has come a time now where we are both talking about it and we have to begin to perform it correctly. The preparation stage is over. We have to enter mutual concern in the 10, so the 10 will be as one.
Thank you. Thank you.
No.
Hello, Rav. My name's Luke. I'm from Salt Lake City. Like my friend Justin, I experienced today a period where I was feeling very disconnected and went through a period of exquisite sorrow because of that pain of separation until I recognized that a new connection had been built. But my question is, must one always experience a period of exquisite sorrow before realigning to receive a higher degree of light?
Why sorrow?
Pain.
It all depends. No, not pain either. It all depends on the environmental support. If the environment supports me, holds me, when I feel bad, and I hear from them that feeling bad is treatment to my ego, then I will feel good. It all depends on the support of the environment. If the environment influences me correctly, I will never be able to feel bad. A lot is written about this. You should look into it.
No.
Yes.
Hello, Rob. My name is Lucia from North Carolina State. This is my first conference. It's a real honor to be here, and I'm asking this question on behalf of a dear friend, Michelle, from our Love of Friends WhatsApp group. She asks, in the last lesson, you had indicated that there needs to be hate for there to be love, and that without hate, there is no love. So when a group of friends gets together, connects, or tries to connect, they seem to get along. Maybe there's a connection, but there's no hate. Does that mean that there is no love, that there may not be connection? In other words, do you have to have hate before love shows? Thank you.
When you begin to actually yearn for love, and truly begin to build love, you will discover hatred, which is now simply latent between you. That's it.
Perfect. Thank you.
Friends, this is going to be the last question. We have a whole lesson on questions and answers tomorrow. Please.
Shalom Rav, קוראים לי אהרון מקבוצת קווינס.
Hello, Aaron. Hello, Rav. My name is Aaron from the Phoenix group. Queens group, sorry. Is there a difference between prayer and requests, and if there is, what it is?
I
don't think we should really engage in the differences between prayer, requests. No, not really. What's important is revealing the deficiency, chisaron, revealing the deficiency for connection, in order to become similar to the Creator. That's all. Call that however you want. It won't change anything in terms of the name. What's important is the content that's in it. Thank you.
אנחנו נעשה סיכום שיעור איתם לבד. תודה.
Volume 1, quote number 11, all Israel have a portion in the next world. About Abraham and Abimelech, it is written, and they both made a covenant. Baal Hasulam asked, if both men know that it is beneficial for them to love each other, why should they make a covenant? Why is it helpful to do this? As if they were signing a contract. And what can we learn from it? And he answered, it is beneficial since by making a covenant, they understand that there may come a time when something would cause a division between them. For this reason, they make a covenant now, so that just as now, when the love between them is present, this covenant should be observed, even though afterwards there may arise other circumstances that could cause a division. Yet, the covenant that they have made will stand forever. Therefore, we must declare that if later on circumstances do arise to bring division between them, they must say that each one of them should go above reason and should not pay attention to reason, but only to walk above reason. This is the only way to keep the covenant and avoid division between them.
So, do we feel this love between us now? Yes.
Do we? Zar says he can't hear anything. Do we feel this love between us? All right. Everyone who's standing up, take a seat. We're going to do something now. Give you 20 seconds to do that. Please do it quietly. Let's maintain that feeling that we've created. So if what you're saying is true, and we do feel that love between us right now, then we shouldn't waste this moment. Now is our time to act. Because once we make that decision, that's it. It happens immediately. And it doesn't matter if I think I might fail tomorrow or in 2 minutes. If we're feeling it now, we make this covenant between us, and it happens. Let's take a moment, each one, answer this to himself. Am I ready to make this covenant? Think about it for a few seconds. Am I ready to make this covenant with the friends? Okay, now each one, in his turn, look to your friends and share with them. What do you commit to add to that covenant? You can say, I commit to, and then add your commitment. Make it happen now. We're not thinking of anything beyond this moment. What do I commit to my 10? Go ahead.
I commit to give my entire life for you. My thoughts and my feelings will be directed only towards coming out of myself and just thinking about your well-being, your spiritual needs, and that you will be together and you will reveal the upper force between you.
You made it really easy to commit. There's absolutely nothing in me. All my life is in you, and I want to make this life in you most beautiful. And I'll dedicate all my time, all my resources, everything for this life to prosper. I commit to continue on this path.
I commit to give my life to you, friends, to be happy, to pray for you, to do it with love, to do it with internal energy and happiness, and to pray that you are always in adhesion with the Creator and that nothing is preventing you, that He's always with you. And I want myself to be dominated by that thought all the time, that it comes to me often, very, very often, when I'm thinking of my friends, that my friends are in total adhesion with the Force, with the Creator.
I commit to always being open and honest with the friends, bearing myself before you, no matter if it's something that I even may feel ashamed of. Because in that commitment, a true connection is born when we all see each other as one. And I commit my life to the friends of BB. Therefore, if I commit myself to the life for the friends of BB, then I'm committing to the life of the world, because that becomes the beacon for the Creator's light to flow into this reality.
I commit to pray for you, and I commit to do anything in order so you will reveal the Creator. And that's include to be in the path, and anything would require to see you great, to ask to see you great, not to run away when I feel the rejection or even hatred, to stick to this and feel it as an invitation for the Creator to cover it with love, and to ask Creator to cover it with love. I committed to be in this most precious action of ours, to be in our wood between us. And I want that Creator will hear your prayers.
Starting from now and until the day I die.
Yeah, every second renewing it, seeing it as a new world, in where the love and bestowal dwells, and Creator really wants to help us. This force really wants to enter this space of mutual guarantee. We just only have to expand and see it every time as completely new.
Keep focus on you.
I commit to stay in the path always, to never leave. I commit to live for this purpose, because there is no other purpose. Everything else, this is the purpose. This is the purpose of the friends are the purpose. To reveal the Creator for the friends. That's the purpose. So I commit to this with my soul and put everything that I have.
And I commit to always, with my best effort, to bring contentment to the Creator, and that's by bringing contentment to you.
Amen.
The entire world is but a narrow bridge. And the main thing is not to be fearful at all.
צר מאוד, כל העולם כולו גשר צר מאוד, גשר צר מאוד. והעיקר, לא לפחד, לא לפחד לעובד. העיקר, והעיקר, לא לפחד כלל. כל העולם כולו גשר צר מאוד, גשר צר מאוד, גשר צר מאוד. כל העולם כולו גשר צר מאוד, גשר צר מאוד. והעיקר, והעיקר, לא לפחד, לא לפחד גשר צר מאוד, גשר צר מאוד, גשר צר מאוד, כל העולם כולו, גשר צר מאוד, גשר צר מאוד, והעיקר, והעיקר, לא לפחד, לא לפחד כלל, והעיקר, והעיקר, לא לפחד כלל.
Friends, we got a lot to talk about. L'chaim b'nei Baruch. What your friends just did was they showed you how inner and the inner work that you get from the music. And I don't know whether you guys felt what I felt, but I just felt my heart open up to everyone. So l'chaim to all of our friends. So, guys, everyone take a seat. So, right now, I just want to talk a little about what our friends spoke about before, which was the archive. We had a situation where we had a very, very big presentation, and we were hoping for what we call a group action. And what's a group action? A group action is when we get 100% participation in an event. I'll give you an example. We used to hand out newspapers. You've heard Rav say that we've handed out millions and millions and millions of newspapers. So everybody in the group, from Rav to, the head of the factory all the way to the newest friend, used to fold and hand out newspapers on the streets. What we're doing with the archive, and I'll explain why in a second, is we're looking for the same type of group action. It's not about money at all. It's about participation. So if you want to go ahead and give $1, we don't care. It's not about the money. It's that everybody is acting in unison together to accomplish something, which is a group goal. And when we have a group goal and we do everything together, it's like the music. It becomes magical. It's a different thing. So here we're building this archive, which to me is very, very special because, 15 years ago, before we had a KBU or a learning center or anything else, there was this guy who was in a lot of pain, who was literally on the floor in a ball, crying. Nothing was going right in his life. Everything was just falling apart. And he just went on the internet and he saw this guy with a white beard standing in front of a whiteboard, writing stuff and talking about things I didn't understand at all. And beautiful things about Sfirot, about forces, about intentions. And that man was Rav. And somehow the friends, 15 years ago, had all this stuff up, and somehow somebody, probably Chaim, was standing there translating by himself into English, and there was material. And there was a lot of material. It wasn't a little material, there was a lot of material. Then, I studied by myself thinking that I was already in Lishma, that I'm knocking on the door of Gemar Tikkun. And then one day I went and I bought a book, and a friend calls me up, who's not in the hall right now, but our friend Ilya, who's doing all the cooking for everyone, calls me up and says, "Do you want to come to a lesson?" I was about to say, why do I need a lesson? I'm like already there. I go there to the lesson, and our friend Mark, where's Mark? There's Mark. Mark was there, and Mark starts teaching, and I said, oh shit, I know nothing. Oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have used shit. So that was a long time ago too. But I was already studying by myself for a couple of years. They said, "How do you know so much?" And I'm saying to myself, "How do I know nothing after studying for so long?" So without the group, without the structure, without the archive, none of this would have happened. You wouldn't have found me, and there are a lot of other people that came this way as well. So I'm begging you. I'm saying, please. I saw the numbers, and it was shocking to me that less than 15% of the people actually participated. And when I look around the room, I see very few people wearing this little button. And we have plenty of buttons. Beth, we have a lot of buttons, right? Okay, we have enough buttons for everybody. And everybody, I don't see why everyone can't. If you can give a lot more, we're very happy that you can give a lot more. But even if you give $1, it's about the action, about the group action. And not only that, it's not about us. It's what we're doing for the world. Rav just said we're out of the preparation period. So we now need to act. How are we going to act? Are we going to, are we, it's all pretty words, but what are people doing? What responsibility are you taking? And I'm not just talking about the archive. There are many other aspects of our life that are very, very important that people need to participate in. It's not really my place to talk about it, but, things like Maser and participation in dissemination and bringing new friends. And these are all part of our lives. And it's very, very important. It's not just, you got to walk the walk, not just talk the talk. And I think that's part of the reason that we've had a little problem finding this arvut. So, friends, you don't have to wait for me. Just please do it and think about everybody else while you're doing it, because this is what you're doing. You're doing an act of bestowal where you're receiving no reward, just for the other person. This is what our work is about. Okay, is everyone going to participate? I hate sounding like Elon. I didn't hear you. Is everyone going to participate? Okay. So that's first thing. Second thing, I'm going to talk about dinner. Dinner is very important. At 5:30. Okay, first, after this is over, everybody needs to clear the room, because tonight we're having a very special Kabbalistic dinner, just like we're in Petach Tikva. So everybody needs to clear the room. Things are going to be brought in. And then at 5:30, everybody needs to be seated here, which means at 5:20, everybody gets their food, comes in quietly. What we're trying to create is the correct intention. So we're trying to find. Zohar, help me out here. What's the intention that we're trying to find here?
The intention of being as one man in one heart.
Okay, so this is a great opportunity. Thank you, Zohar. That was perfect. That's exactly what we're trying to do. So everybody is acting like we're all cells in a body. And everybody's coming in, sitting quietly. It's not a rabash meal. It's not a totally quiet meal, but it's a Kabbalistic meal. So all of us are participating together, and we have a lot of interesting content planned. But what's important is, at 5:20, don't go outside to smoke a cigarette. Come in, go get your food, and be seated at 5:30, because it's going to be really, really cool. Okay, there's something else? We need... Everybody don't eat until everybody is seated. We need to eat together. Okay? By the way, all parents are requested to go straight to the Essex room, because there's going to be a group photo now. And the control desk has lost and found. And Maria Krimiskaya, please come to the production table. They have something that belongs to you. So, guys, I can't tell you how gratified and grateful I am that everyone's going to participate in our group action. And I love you all. And now, Seth.
We are the soldiers of the light. We're gonna break these walls around us and let the hope fulfill our lives. We are the part of the one-man army. We're using blood to go to peace. We're gonna break these shells around us and the light will we're gonna burn like fire. Fire in the one desire. Stronger than the dark side of life. Besides light, light and love, love and light, light. In the end, there's nothing else besides light, light and love, love and light, light. In the end, there's nothing else besides light. I believe in myself, but I believe in you. 86.